motivating was to see Keenan Allen gaining those yards and then Eckler with that touchdown?
It wasn't easy for us today out there, and unfortunately we didn't put up enough points to really give our defense a shot. But I've got so much respect for our defense for coming up with big stops all game long, and they played their tails off, and they did an incredible job. So we got to be better as an offense.
Brandon said there was one point in the game where you walked over to the defense and said, I got it, just give me a chance. What kind of happened there, and what gives you that belief?
I think that's just something that we kind of always do after every drive. They've done such a great job battling all day, and we didn't put up as many points as we would have liked to. And so going over to them and just telling them, hey, keep doing a great job. You guys are fighting, and we'll get it figured out as an offense. So it was good for us to be able to drive down there at the end.
Justin, we've talked a lot about banked experiences. That's one of Brandon's mantras for you specifically. Sort of banking experiences when you get into these important moments. A few of these game-winning drives you've had recently, whether it's in Arizona tonight, is that sort of like a manifestation of these banked experiences and you being more comfortable in those situations?
I would have loved to have the game go a different way and not to have to be in that situation. But, like you mentioned, that's one of those things that we've been through, and we've practiced that. And we practice 2-minute drives all the time in practice and all throughout camp. And we know that we've got special receivers, a great offensive line blocking, and Mike Williams goes and makes plays. And so to be able to go through that and deal with as much adversity as we did today and not being able to score points and, turnovers and things like that, for those guys to hang tough, believe in the defense and believe in each other, is really good to see for us.
Justin, what does it mean for you guys to have won this game and then coupled with the Raiders winning it puts you in the number 7 spot, which means you're in control of getting to the postseason? What does that mean for this team?
I think it's a great opportunity for us to keep playing football, and there's a lot of football left, and we're in a position where if we just attack it week by week, we'll see what happens. But guys are excited to get back after it. They're going to get their bodies back. We'll watch the film tomorrow, and we'll address what went wrong today. But no, just to hang tough and be able to win a game like that, especially in December, it's good to see for us.
And I feel like I know I've asked a couple of times about Mike Williams, but just for him to come up so clutch in some of these big situations, and again today, what does he mean to you as a receiver?
He's just a special athlete, and he wants nothing but the best for this team. And to have a guy like that, a competitor, an athlete, a teammate like that in the locker room, we're better off because of him. And when we get drives like that and we don't have any timeouts and we got to make a play, Mike, Keenan, those guys are there to make them happen.
Are you feeling any pressure during those 2-minute drills?
With what, sorry?
Are you feeling any pressure during those 2-minute drills?
I think it's just one of those things that experience is the best teacher, and having gone through that and being able to rep it and knowing that you've got the guys around you to make plays. And, Corey's leading that offensive line, and they're going to give me enough time to get the ball off. And if all else fails, find Austin Eckler and getting out of bounds, and just experiences and knowing that we're going to call the right plays and we're going to get the ball moving.
Now, you struggled earlier in the game. How are you able to put that behind you?
Mm-hmm. And that's the tough part about the NFL. We wished we would have loved to have gone another way. We would have loved to have put up a bunch more points. We didn't play well, as an offense, and it starts with me. Can't turn over the ball like that, and so, I've got so much respect for the defense for coming up with stops like that. But it starts tomorrow, watching the film and getting better and picking up where we left off, because as an offense we can do a lot better.
When they scored and tied the game, is there a scenario where you're ever thinking overtime, or you're always going to go for it?
I think with as much time as we had, the plan was just to be able to go down and score and get to the 35-yard line for Cam. And, the special teams did a great job, all day long, and the defense did a great job too. So it was good to see for those guys.
Does it make it easier in those situations when you have a kicker like Cameron, where he's been pretty automatic this year?
For sure. He's done such an incredible job, and even in practice, we've got so much confidence in him. And the way he stepped in, has made his kicks, and the way he's gone about it is a true professional, and we trust him, and it was really good to see from him today.
When you're escaping to the right there on the throw to Mike on the final drive, what's going through your mind in terms of the ball placement? Because Brandon was saying that's just synergy, like chemistry that you develop, where you sense that Mike's going to come back, you're going to put it on his inside shoulder. I guess for you in that specific situation, what's going through your mind about how you're going to place that ball?
Mm-hmm. I think the biggest thing is Mike was aware of the situation. He kind of pointed up like he wanted a jump ball, and so I was able to lock eyes with him, and the defender, his eyes were on Mike and not on me. And so if you're able to put it anywhere around him, Mike has the advantage of being able to kind of move and pick it up, and the defender's not being able to see it. So having a big target like Mike, knowing that he's going to the sideline, and you can really put it anywhere around the defender, he's going to go up and get it. So to have a guy like Mike making those catches, he's done a fantastic job all year.
Justin, for the way things were going for the offense, it seemed like that 31-yard throw you had to Keenan, followed by Austin's back-to-back runs that went for a touchdown. It seemed like that was a definite turning point for the offense. Like, what happened on those plays that kind of got you guys going?
We just had to stay patient. It didn't go our way early on in the game, and I turned the ball over a couple times, and would love to have those back. But you had to stay at it. You had to keep pushing the ball downfield and trusting the guys around you, and know that Keenan's going to make a play happen. Austin with an incredible 12-yard run there. You just got to stay together. And there was no flinching, no doubt by our team, especially as an offense. So, it went our way after that.
Tennessee was the last playoff caliber team that you're facing on the schedule. The next three are non-playoff teams. Do you look, have you analyzed that? Do you think about that? Or you feel good about your chances now?
I think it's truly week by week. Whoever we're playing this week, I think it's the Colts. They're going to require all of our attention because they're a really good football team as well. And we have to have a great protection plan, great preparation all week to have any chance on Monday because they're a really good football team.
You use the phrase "stay at it." Does that sort of encapsulate quarterback play, period? Just staying at it?
I think it does. I think when you deal with adversity, you never want to get too high and you never want to get too low. And, things seemed like they were pretty low at times. We're turning the ball over and we're not moving the ball as much as we want on offense. But there was no flinch. There was, no doubt by our team, like I mentioned. And those guys knew that if we were going to get another opportunity to be able to drive the ball downfield, that we'd be able to convert. So to have that offensive line, the receivers, the tight ends did a great job battling all day.
Mike Williams described the post-game locker room as turned. How would you describe it?
Mike's he does a great job with description, so I'd have to agree with him.
You'd say turned?
Well, I wouldn't, but I agree with his description.
It sounds like
I can't.
says, right?
Yeah,
Christmas victory brisket?
I guess that's about that time of the year, so that's something that we can look forward to, I guess.